months of delay, the Obama administration has approved the Medicaid managed care plan for the state of New Hampshire. This is significant because the state budget relies on $16 million in savings from Medicaid managed care. What's really the next step? Well, it's going to take 3 months once they start to actually enroll people in Medicaid managed care. So the timetable is for this to start in January. But as we've talked about before, the real fight is the next step. Do we expand the Medicaid population? And we've seen already a line drawn in the sand in this race for governor, with Republicans saying, I'm against Obamacare and I'm against expanding the Medicaid population. It could help bust the budget. We've seen the Democrats running for governor all essentially say, I support the concept of expanding Medicaid managed care, the Medicaid population. The federal government's going to pay 100% in the first 3 years of the cost of that expansion. At least 90% through 2020 is not only affordable in that regard, but putting people in Medicaid would actually save costs over time, they argue, from folks who go to the emergency room and end up costing hospitals that have to write off a lot of that bad debt. So that's really the next fight, and it's going to be a fascinating one to watch here because we really haven't had Governor John Lynch either say whether before he leaves office he'd make a move to try and expand the Medicaid population. We suspect not, but he's a strong supporter of expanding Medicaid as part of Obamacare when it first passed in 2009. And he was one of the governors who was forceful in convincing Congress to sweeten the pot and pay more of the cost for that expansion. So would he try and take some act before leaving office to try and expand the Medicaid population? As I say, given the weak powers of a governor in the state of New Hampshire, that'd be quite a stretch, and I doubt whether he'd try to make that step. But he hasn't totally ruled out any kind of action on expanding Medicaid population, and that's what we're watching here for you at LobbyNH.com.